ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
I think you're the most attractive of all my parents' friends. I mean that.
When you're working through finding the right people in your life, it can be tough in a digital world. With swiping, apps, digits, it can be confusing. Well, on the Al Travis Show, we have Heather Dugan, our relationship expert, to help with all your relationship questions.
And we have so much to talk with Heather about. Heather, how are you doing today?
I am well, although I told you a little bit blurry this morning after a full day yesterday.
Well, I wouldn't
stuff,
think we'd talk elections a lot with my relationship expert, but we probably should. You're gung-ho into this bad boy. How long have you been doing an election official thing? How long have you been doing that?
I've done about, I'm trying, my son had counted it up, maybe 6 or 7 different elections so far. You know, I do every time they have it. I think since like 2022 or 3 or something like that. So we hit every one of them, and that's a couple times a year.
And
it's fun.
Thank you for, folks, we go vote, we walk in, someone's there, you get her in, get out. You don't think about those people that are being there, and you're tired. Did you have the late shift, or like in my small town, you're dawn till dusk is the whole shift?
We show up at 5:30 and we don't leave till everything is done. So
really,
it's a long day, and we were there the night before. There's training. Yeah, it's definitely worthwhile, but it definitely takes a little more than lifting an elbow. You got to lift both.
Is that because you're the election judges, you're sworn in, so no one can take your place? Is it there's not enough of them? Why would anybody be forced to a 16, 17-hour drudge day of heck to make this work?
It's how it's done. You know, I think part of the thing that one of the benefits is you see all the redundancies in the system that prove that, you know, it's being done correctly. And I think with a shift change, it would take away from that. You know, we sign in both, it's always got to be 2-party sign-ins and sign-outs on anything. If somebody has an issue at a machine, 2 of us are back there to have to help them through, even if it's just pushing, what button do I push? So it's labor intensive by choice, I think, just to keep things clear and above board for people.
What button do I push? You must have some pretty fancy voting stuff here. At mine, we still color the circle in and then bring it to a machine that tabulates.
Do not. Oh my goodness.
I do.
That's fun.
Just like
That's
your ACT test in the 80s. You had to make make sure it's completely filled in and don't miss a spot. Yeah. You're beyond that.
We're advanced. We're so advanced in Ohio, yes. But we have tabulators. You print a ballot and then take it to a tabulator to be counted. But at least it is a step beyond my first vote, which was from college. And in that one, I had to poke a pin through the actual poll, through the card, to send in my votes. Yeah, that was an interesting.
We got rid of those with the hanging chads. When was that
was
with
the
Al
Bush
Gore
thing, right?
Yeah, that's the hanging chad. Literally, the news guys are showing him, holding him up to see what punched through or not. All right, we moved on. Well, thank you for doing that. I think more people should. In Ohio, what kind of training would it take? If I'm going to get people pumped up in Minnesota, how long does it take to get up and running?
Yeah. Right. You do a session. It's a couple of hours beforehand at the Board of Elections. And then you're on. And really, there's spaces for about any kind, whatever labor you're willing to donate. And you are compensated a small amount, but it's definitely, you are not there for the bucks. It is because it's definitely, I've never thought about the calculation on that, but it would be pennies.
Where do you fall on daylight savings time then? Because what a terrible week. Saturday you go lose an hour. By Tuesday you're spending 12 hours, 18 hours a day doing the voting thing. Where do you stand on daylight savings time? The falling back, springing forward.
It's funny. We're on this, aren't we? I mean, we're either for it or against it. Because of my outdoor inclinations, as you know, I like to have daylight as long as I can have it into the evening. So in the morning, it's not as important to me. So I like this. For me is hard. Extra hours sleep, I'm up already. I don't care. That doesn't do anything for me. I get much more excited about getting that extra hour of daylight in the evening. But as my daughter and I just discussed this again, she was always an early morning runner, early to the bus stop, and she's like, it's dark, it's not safe. And I can firmly, get behind that too. I understand the need for safety. But if it were just up to me, if it were just me in the world, Al, we'd be having sunlight
I'm
much
completely
later.
against changing it back and forth. It screws up the whole sleeping vibe, that sort of
Yeah.
thing. And if we really just want to settle it so everybody can have half of what they want, this spring, this is what I'm calling it, this spring, when we're supposed to go forward an hour, we go forward 30 minutes. We split the bath water. You get half
there you
your
go.
late night. I get the half sleep. I just want it to stop changing. I don't care what you pick,
Yeah.
but it has to stop. Now, I get this. Days are getting shorter, and that also hurts people with the melatonin.
Right.
I don't know what, it messes up your day and night sleep. But that's going to happen no matter what. Whatever time we call it, that's still going on. So
Sure.
I just want it to stop. Is that okay? Can we just stop?
You know what? I could get behind that. I think, we meet in the middle. Nobody wins. Everybody, is equally miffed off. I think that's probably as positive an outcome as we could get on that one.
Well, because I looked at it, and last night, I talked about the wife this morning. I could not keep my eyes open last night. I went to bed same regular time. I tried to do a little watching some news or some catch up before I go to bed. And I could not keep my eyes open. I ended up falling asleep a half hour earlier than I would like to, thus getting up this morning a half an hour earlier than I have to.
Yeah.
And I go, what is going on? I don't want to get up this early. Oh, wait, that's right. My body's still, I'm only halfway fixed right now. It's Wednesday. I'm only halfway there. My body's, I got to sleep now and I got to get up now. I don't like it. It messes people up. I read a story where all these people are taking, not antidepressants, but what do you like, melatonin tablet,
to
stuff
reset
to sleep.
things. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, that can't be good for anybody. We got to stop. I mean, except for pharmacies.
I think that's meant to be like a short-term situation, like when you're traveling, that kind of thing, maybe for time change, like you're talking about. But full time, I don't think anything we throw at ourselves full time is necessarily a good choice. I'd talk to your doctor, right, Al?
Oh yeah, and again, people know I'm a right winger here. Donald Trump ran saying he would get rid of that, and I was all for it. He was going to get rid of daylight savings times or whatever, the central sign, whatever one he was. But
that work
once
out,
once he got in, he did the point. Donald Trump's big thing, if it's an 80-20 issue, he'll grab the 80 and leave the 20, low hang for somebody else. He found it's 50-50. 50% of people like it, daylight savings, 50% like, and so he's not going to touch it with a hot poker. Okay, split it in half. Get rid of this stupid thing. I'm kind of mad at him for it, to be quite frank.
Okay,
I need more.
I'm so sorry, Al. Yeah, we'll talk about that later too.
I just don't think you're that upset about it. I really don't.
Oh, you know what? In the scheme of things, there are probably other things that bother me more, but I do not. I drag my heels. I shed a tear every time it starts getting earlier darkness. It's tough. I already have my little strobe light for when I walk to the gym in the morning and when I come home at night. If I'm, if I happen to be out there, it's just dark at the inconvenient times for me. And I
and
think
who's this Jim? A new boyfriend?
It's where I work out, sadly, Al.
Oh, I've heard of those places. Okay,
Yes.
Fair enough. I got to throw another thing that's got me mad right now, and maybe you can help me with it. So 6 months ago, I wanted to get my my website updated. It just was sitting there.
Yeah.
So I put on Facebook
Similar.
in search of website person who could do this. I thought my Facebook friends would see it. Right. And they give me somebody they knew, right? A friend of a friend. But as soon as I put it on, within 20 minutes, my cell phone start ringing. My Facebook.
Algorithms.
Oh, yeah. Somebody, obviously Facebook sold it to somebody and said, hey, these are people looking for website people.
Yeah.
And I'm talking 100 phone calls. It's just one after the next after the next. I finally get a guy said, what's going on? He goes, it's not going to stop till you delete it. And it'll stop about a half an hour later. I deleted it. And about a half an hour it stopped. I was so mad. Talk about selling your stuff. So here's today's dilemma, and I'm getting so bad. So yesterday, my son's got into a new financial thing. He's in finance, and he started this new deal. And so anyway, his wife posts something, and I shared it. And I said to my friends, hey, if you're in need of this, maybe give the guy a call. He's a knucklehead. I know him, but he might work for you.
Yeah.
I get a call from a number I do not know on my cell phone. And it's some guy with a very thick accent. And let's just say it wasn't Irish. Very thick. I see you're looking for financial help, and you're in the financial. Can we talk? I'm like, what in the heck are you talking about? Facebook did it again. Now I literally just shared a post about something, and somehow somebody got my cell number.
And they didn't even do the translation correctly. You were offering, and now you're getting surged with. Yeah, that makes no sense.
And again, I'm not like Mr. Keep all my stuff, hidden or anything. And you could find my cell phone, I presume, if you tried. But how did he get that within a half an hour? and call me
wow.
up. I'm not happy. You probably do the same thing with your website. You track people like that.
I need to do stuff
hound
with
them.
my website, and I'm like, you've just given me another reason to postpone it a little longer. Thank
Well,
you.
don't
Al.
put anything on social media. I'm shocked, and it shouldn't be shocking because I think I've told you this. One time I'm looking for hats, right? I just type in fedora hats for golf, and instantly every time I got on the internet for 6 months was hats for sale.
Yeah, it is a good way. If you want to search more on something and you just put it in there, then the results will come to you. Hey, and this is a great idea to get your Christmas wish list done. Just stick something on Stephanie's phone and she'll get bizarre. Just like she'll get
Here's what I want.
Ad after ad for what Al wants for Christmas and ideas, and you can tweak it as you need to. But
I like the way you think. I like the way you think. Turn this around and make it work for me.
Use AI the right way, Al.
I love that.
Make it work for you. Mm-hmm.
You notice every time I see AI, I think it looks like Al. I do when I read stories. AI.
It should, right?
I know.
I wonder if you could do something with that.
There's something wrong with me that I know that when I read AI, I think it's Al. There's
something
wrong
we
with
won't
me.
go there. Yeah, that's okay.
Got to go to break. We've got problems coming up. I know if you know it's coming up, but if you know it's a problem or not, it's called Thanksgiving. We'll talk about how to get through that after this with Heather Dugan, our relationship expert.
You need a friend at the Capitol who knows how to get things done.
And you're in luck because that's exactly who we are, your friends at the Capitol, and we deliver results.
At Momentum Advocacy, we bring decades of experience in lobbying, public affairs, and crisis communications.
From local nonprofits to national corporations, we help you move policy, manage your media, and make your voice heard.
We're not just seasoned pros, we're essential partners.
Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more at momentum-advocacy.com.
Think about it. A famous politician once said, "You're entitled to your opinion, but you are not entitled to your own facts." But in a world full of AI and fake news, where can Minnesotans find the facts? Center of the American Experiment is Minnesota's go-to source for fact-based analysis and common sense solutions for taxes, energy, public safety, and our kids' education. Visit AmericanExperiment.org for more information. Think About It is brought to you by Center of the American Experiment, Minnesota's think tank.
as in alligator. L also in alligator. But it's not alligator. It's the Al Travis Show.
And we've got our Heather Dugan in, our relationship expert. She wrote the book, The Friendship Upgrade, Trade Clickable Connections for Friendships That Matter. Go to heatherdugan.com. All right, Heather, it seems this comes up every year, Thanksgiving, that is. Here's the issue I'm having, and I need your help. So we're getting to an age now, the wife and I, our families, that our children aren't just getting in the car and going to Thanksgiving. Back in the day, going to the sister-in-law's house. Oh, Al, Steph, the 3 boys, 5 will be showing up. Then you just did the math. But now the boys all got significant others, engagements in marriage and that. And all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, we don't know how many we're bringing. Let us all get together. Oh, wait, my mom's doing hers. It's a whole cluster, this whole idea. And then when you have cluster and you have these meaningful holidays like Thanksgiving, all of a sudden, I'm not saying tempers, but needs don't align, and all of a sudden, what do you mean? You're going to not come to our thing? You're only going to come by for the pie, and it's a whole thing that wasn't there before. Your suggestions on how to handle that is, this doesn't get better with time. It's more fragmented, more people with more problems. Go ahead. How do I do that?
Well, it's a challenge, and I'm looking at that same thing this year. We haven't figured out Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's multiple families with multiple needs, and I think we're gonna have to solve it differently every year. It may never. I think what I'm going to do is to try to find some kind of touchstone traditions that we can hold on to and carry on through, realizing, life isn't going to be perfect, but hopefully that the meaningful parts will remain. I mean, I know that they will. The relationships are strong. They will get stronger. But, my view, I told my oldest son, who will not be with me for Christmas for the first time, I will not see him on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day this year. He and his girlfriend's, he's celebrating with his girlfriend's family. I said, this is what's supposed to happen. I said, it's going to be hard. It's different, but I am so thankful that they have welcomed him like they have. And I am so glad that he has that. So how can I be, I don't know. I guess it's my choice is to embrace that possibility for him and know that he knows he's got us. I know we'll come up with ways to carry it all together. My daughter's married, and there's a family there, of course, on the other side. And then I'm divorced, so she's always had, different. All the kids have had different directions, but thank goodness that they have choices. I mean, the alternative is that we don't have people, and if my circle gets smaller at certain points, we open our arms to others around us.
2 things. One is I think we've glamorized what it used to be. Oh, when all the kids would come and it was all great, wasn't it? Then you remember, the kids were screaming and yelling. You left there, you got a headache. It was. So let's not glorify this thing. That was the greatest thing ever when we're all together.
Thank you.
To be okay with who's there.
Right.
But I would also throw out the need to look around. As those numbers will dwindle, these 2 kids are going to. There are folks that won't be celebrating with other people that you may know, and they might be hibernating, if you will. Don't want to let everybody know I'm sitting here. How do we got to have the ability to say, hey, reach out if you want to go to Thanksgiving. And if you see somebody who's not, maybe reach out as well, right? I mean, that's how we can help each other out here.
Always. Oh, I think so. I have done, bring your leftovers, if somebody, because some people Christmas Day, they've already had their gathering with their family and everybody brings leftovers so it's not a huge commitment on your party. And it's not like you have to, and if you love to cook, invite favorite people over. And I think just ask that question. What are you doing for Christmas this year? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Ask the question and allow people a space to share. Oh, it's going to be different. I haven't figured it out yet. Well, maybe you could join us. We're figuring it out too.
Extend that invite. I love that a ton. Hey, if I went to heatherdugan.com, I could get the book. Obviously, that's what you do is you sell that great book or your books. Can I also get you there to come talk to my organization and discuss relationships?
Yes, all sorts of life is built with relationships, and we don't always get it right. We can always, there's room for improvement, and just learning how to connect with those that are in our close circle and to reach out to the community around us. I have a lot of great proven suggestions to help us all do all of those things better. So please feel free to reach out.
Heather, I appreciate you. I really do. I think we get you back in here just before Thanksgiving. We'll see how this all works out. Fair enough.
It's all going to be good now.
All right.
We'll
Appreciate
make it
you.
that way.
Heather Dugan,
Bye-bye.
HeatherDugan.com.
Tired of one-sided media and divisive noise drowning out your conservative values? Take back